Hello, my loves. Right, been waiting for this. I've finally done the design I was thinking of doing on my nails. I've done a lot of the sculpting off camera because it was very samey. I'm using this amazing glitter from Glitter Planet called Cherry Bomb. It is stunning. Freaking stunning. So I've sculpted out a lot. These are the forms I use. They're available on the Amazon store. There's a link in the description box for all that. I've applied the form. I'm just going to do a tiny weeny thin base on this one because we're doing like a slice nail. So I just want to do a very, very, very thin clear base. I have got peel off base coat on, which is useful. However, it does make the cuticles look a bit rough when you start filing because they do start to release a little bit, which is a shame, but I couldn't keep them really long because I had stuff to do. So I'm just filing. I did them down to a number 5 on these forms, which is quite long. And literally just did a very, very thin clear base using Nailchemy's Crystal Clear. And then I'm going in with Valentino Butterlicious, and I've got a massive ass bead of that, big old bead. I really, really like this. So easy to work with. So just patting that into place. I've not gone, there's no point going straight from the cuticle down because it's a big nail. So I thought I'd do it in 2 or 3, just see how we go really. So I'm just using the belly of the brush to kind of work that bead down the form until I'm happy. The brush I'm using is from Kylie Werry, it's number 12. So I'm just patting that into place, trying to get it like as neat as I can really. What I probably should have done is pinched that thin clear base, but I didn't. So yeah. Then I'm taking my scissors and I'm just going to take out a little slice. I just figured that would be the easier way to do it. I normally do colour blocking with my brush, but I just thought I'd give this a go. It was all pretty easy. Just remove that. The Valentino acrylic that I use is all available from Angel Crystals, which is linked in the description box, always linked. So I'm just going to build that up so that I've got a nice, basically my structure will all be in with Butterlicious and we'll just be leaving that cutout piece at the bottom there. This is my last kind of Halloween inspired set, so it's a cute voodoo doll set that's blinged out. It's like sexy cute Halloween, not freaky Halloween this time. So I've got my cuticle bead, I'm tilting the nail downwards to let gravity do its thing, and I'm just teasing, tucking it in around the cuticle and then just teasing it down the nail. Nice and easy. It is very buttery, actually, this acrylic. It's really nice, so quite easy to work with. It works well with, because their monomer's not for sale at in the UK, the Valentino. It works really, really well with the Nailmate monomer. Works really well with it. That's what I'm using. Yeah, the two together go really well, which is nice. So I'm just tucking in. I just wanted to neaten up that cuticle a little bit. I never feel like it sits as well when you've got a peel off base coat. It just doesn't sit as nicely. And then just touch up that slice there. Pinching using my Nailmate pinching tool. It's very nice. It gives a good pinch actually, really good pinch. And then I'm going in and using the steel file on the 100 grit side to neaten that up. And it's good because you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it because the file's nice and rigid. So it didn't knock the form off place or anything like that, which is nice because that's always a concern when you're still sculpting. Now this is a Valentino colour and I can't remember the name. It will be in the description box. It's a beautiful colour, really nice. Again, lovely to work with. So I will put that in the description box. I've used a lot of products for this set. and I don't remember all the names, so they will all be listed. I will take the time and have it all ready, so as soon as you see this video, the description box will be ready to go. And I'm trying to make this neat because I vowed to myself that I would stop doing messy colour blocks. It's just a waste of time. Why file if you don't need to? So I haven't gone right up to the line there because I'm going to add that stunning glitter on top. And this colour, this base colour, went really, really well with the glitter. I did this set in quite a rush. I really am getting cross with myself for not giving myself lots of time, but you know what it's like. So I'm going in with a little bead of clear and I'm picking up that cherry bomb. If you don't have cherry bomb glitter, you need it because it's like a staple, beautiful glitter just for any time of year. Oh, it's stunning. Stunning. Check it out. I've never actually done, I don't think, like a sliced nail before. I don't think I've done it. I tend to not jump on trends the minute they start because that just irritates me. I'm like that. I'm always the opposite of everything. Oh, look at that. So shiny, baby. Okay, so that's set in place, or at least I thought it was. I think some of the little bits were still a bit loose, but I'm just going to go in with Crystal Clear, Nailmate's Crystal Clear, and just feather that bead back. I don't need to build any structure with it, so I literally just need to cap that sliced area. So I'm just going to work that bead down and just keep on like that until I'm happy with my coverage, my shape, my structure. Right, so once that's done, we're moving on to the pinky, which is going to be a Glacia nail. Now, if you want to see this new method that I'm using for attaching the foil to the form and it will not move and it was the best I've ever done, then you need to watch where my husband does my nails because it's his method. And if you know, you know, but if you don't know, you need to watch. Because his method that I laughed at and took the piss out of basically has attached that tinfoil and it will not move. And yeah, it worked really well. So I'm just putting on a bead of Crystal Clear and I'm going to work that down over that tinfoil, over all the ridges. It can be a bit kind of disorientating when you're trying to judge the thickness and length of the nail, but just go with it because you can file stuff off. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to, like, I'm building the structure of the tip. I'm not going to put anything over the top of that area. I'm still looking at, like, I always seem to slightly make adaptations every time I do a Glacia nail and it gets a little bit easier. So yeah, this was definitely so far the easiest. But I wasn't quite as happy with the crackle effect, so I think I'll change it again next time and try something different. And then I'm going in at the cuticle with this beautiful Valentino colour. And then over the top of that, I'm going to put the Cherry Bomb glitter. Just the two go really well together. And then I'm going to take that glitter, tuck it in around the cuticle, and then just feather it down through that Glacia nail and slightly more on one side than the other, and just feather it off into the Glacia. So I just love it, it's so pretty. Just teasing it into place really as it sets, and then once that sets up, obviously I'm going to cap that area with the Crystal Clear and then check the structure of the nail. So I'm placing a nice big bead of crystal clear on, and then I'm going to take my brush, tuck it in around the cuticle. Nice gentle movements, really using the tip of that brush at the cuticle area, and then just work that bead down the nail. And then I'm going to pinch that and let it set up, and then we'll remove. And as you can see, and this is the first time for me, this removed as one. No tin foil left behind. Amazing. Very happy. It looks scrappy when you do it because it is scrappy. I've filed in my thumb, and I'm going to file off the other nails off camera. So they're all filed. Looking very pretty. And now we're going to do some hand painted stuff. Now, I don't do this a lot, so this was big for me. I used a lot of Madame Glam gels, and I mixed them and made different colours. I will list them all in the description box because I can't remember all the names. But I'm doing a distressed looking raggedy, like voodoo doll. That's my cutesy Halloweeny type thing. I did look at Google for image reference for drawings of rag dolls and voodoo dolls and stuff. Yeah, I was really proud of it because, believe it or not, like last week I tried to sketch this and I couldn't even draw the bloody thing on a bit of paper. So I've practiced over and over. It's not something that comes naturally to me at all. So I've practiced not on a nail, but I've practiced in my notebook over and over and over. This was the first time I've tried it on a nail, and luckily it worked. I'm laying the base colour down first, so I'm kind of mapping it out. And then every time I'm happy with what I've mapped out, I'll quickly put it in the my LED lamp for like 10 seconds just to hold it. So this is like the arms and the body that I'm mapping out here. I will turn it round in a minute so you can see it from facing you as well. And I'm just using a small detailer brush that my friend Lisa gave me. And just mapping out where his little feet are going to go. There's no, it's just a creation stick. So I'll quickly put that in the lamp. And now we're going to go in and fill in the basic shape of the body with some colour. This is a colour I mixed using two different colours. I think one was like Kobi and the other might have been Darling, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll put it all in the description box. Because I don't want it to look too fresh and pink and lovely. It's got to be distressed and damaged, and dirty, grubby looking. So I'll fill in his little feet, and then again that will go in the lamp quickly just to freeze it all into place. And now we're going to just start adding some bits of shading and building up more of a realistic look, a bit of depth to it so it doesn't look too flat. So I'm literally just putting, I can't remember which one this is, but it's another Madame Glam gel polish. I'll put it, I've got them all the bottles in the salon, so I'll list it all. And I'm just adding some shading around the arm and the body, side of the head, to give it a little bit of depth. Once I'm happy with that little bit there, I will again just flash cure it, and I think that's the key. Once you're happy with something, don't move on yet. Flash cure it, keep that bit, because I never used to do that. I used to try and do it all in one, and then I'd get in such a pickle. So just step by step. So quick flash cure of that, And now I'm just going to do, I just wanted to do like a little distressed patch. So it's like a scraggly area where it's kind of almost where there used to be a bright colour, but it's all been bedraggled. And now I'm just going to map out where his little eyes are going to go. So one eye is a crisscross, like it's been sewn in, and the other's just a dot, like someone's drawn on it with a bit of pen. Again, very scraggly kind of, you know, not precise looking, I suppose, which suits me. And then we have a little sad face, which has been sewn in, so it's got the little sew marks. And once that's had a little cure in the lamp, I'm then going to do his little heart. So just 2 dots for the top of the heart and then join them up. Very simple, quickly flash cure that so it doesn't move. And then we're doing what would be the noose around his neck and the stitching for his belly, which doesn't need to be precise. Again, it needs to look kind of raggedy and not even, you know. And then we're gonna, oh yeah, we're doing a little pin in his heart. Obviously it's a voodoo doll, so it's got a pin in the heart. Yes, I'm so dark. And we're gonna outline our little man. Needs a bit of outlining. So I'll go around and outline the whole entire thing and then flash cure it. So once that's done, I need to add the rope for my noose around his neck. So I've got a longer brush here and I've mixed another colour, which is like a dirty, old looking colour, which will be for the rope. And that's gonna run down there, and then obviously it would technically connect at the back. And I'm just adding with a detailer brush some more shading and trying to make it look a little bit more three-dimensional and a bit less sort of flat. Then I'm going in with some Nailchemy. For the outline, anything in black, I used my Nailchemy black gel, which I am actually getting on a bit better with. It's just the pot bloody leaks everywhere. It's really sticky and horrible. It's really annoying, but I do like the gel. And then I'm just distressing it up again, adding a little bit more shading here and there, just trying to make it look a little bit more realistic. It's something I'm trying to learn. I used to draw things very flat, so I'm now trying to just give it a little bit more depth, a little bit of a shadow to the side of it. And then, oh yeah, his pin that's in his head, he's got a pin in his head as well. So it's thinner towards the puncture area and wider as it comes out, so it gives it that more three-dimensional look. You don't want it the same thickness throughout. And, oh yeah, after we've done that, there's a little look at him so far. I'm going to do a couple of patchwork areas. So I'll paint like the grubby looking material colour first. Just, it's in keeping with the raggedy doll, isn't it? A little bit of patchwork. I'll fill that in and quickly flash cure that for 10 seconds because we don't want that running into anything else. Then I'll grab my dotting tool and another colour from Madame Glam. I think this is When in Rome, but don't quote me on it. Add some dots, and then we'll get the Nailchemy gel paint and outline that with my liner brush. And add some little stitches looking so it's like it's, you know, been sewn on like a patch would be. I told you guys I would take you on my journey of developing my hand painting, so we're getting there bit by bit. We'll get there. Just hold my hand. And I'll do the same again with another little patch, different colour, same base colour, which I can't remember what it is. I'm not sure if this is one that I mixed. It might be. I'll have a look. But as long as you've got all of those colours, you can pretty much recreate it. And I have got a 30% discount code for Madam Glam. I don't make any money from it, but it's still a discount code. I'm using another colour to do some stripes on this one. Some beautiful stripes. Again, flash curing in between every section. So I've done those stripes, I'll flash cure that, and then we'll come back in and do the outline again. And do the stitching around the edges and then flash cure that. Or did I do a full cure? I think I did a full cure because then we go in with some top coat. And I'm going to mattify this. I want a nice matte top coat because I want all that shading and shadowing to show up, and it won't on a gloss top coat because it will just sheen too much. It won't give it that depth. Sorry about my hair, sort of flapping in the way. So I'm going to use my Aero Puffing matte top coat, and it did smudge a little bit, but I'm not fussed because it adds to the kind of distress look, so I'm not too worried about it. It only smudged that last patch that I did, and I suspect I probably hadn't cured it enough. So that's that, but there's more. We have more to do. So now I need to get in and do some gem work, and these crystals are massive. I'm adding a bead of crystal clear first, dry bead. I would normally use my Ugly Duckling Stick It, however it's gone funny, so I can't use it. And I'm taking this humongous Swarovski crystal from Angel Crystals and I'm putting it into that acrylic as it sets. This is a gorgeous crystal. I don't know all the names. I will get them off the website and I will put them in the description box for you. So I'm making sure that I anchor that big crystal down with acrylic and get it in there. And then I'm going to add a few more crystals around this big one because it stands very proud and you want it to be a feature, so you need to kind of bling up the bling. Okay, don't be afraid to try these big crystals. They're not that expensive. I think you can get 2 for like less than a £5. Come on now. This would be a super amazing addition to really advertise your work. So invest in it, it's well worth it. I'm adding a pear pointy back in pink opal at the side there, and then a white opal pointy back there. And I'll do the same on the other side. And then around the back of the crystal, because it stands so proud, I wanted to make the back look pretty and not ugly. So I'm going to use some Crystal Pixie. This stuff is amazing. And it just made it look more appealing rather than just like the back of a crystal. Do you know what I mean? Sorry if you heard me have a little burp then. I got indigestion. It just kind of crept up. I've got acid heartburn. It's horrible. So yeah, it just made it look a little bit more pretty and a little bit less ugly at the back. And then I've added an AB fan crystal, a flat back, using my Angel Crystals adhesive. 2 of the large AB flat back raindrop crystals, and then 3 AB round flatbacks in descending size, so from bigger to smaller. Again, you just need a tiny blob of this adhesive. Don't put too much on because your crystals will move about. You need a small blob, it will hold it in place, then just go round the edges with some top coat just to seal it. You will not lose them. I never lose crystals. I've got like 1 or 2 clients that might lose one here or there, but I never lose crystals myself, and I'm brutal on my own nails. And then I'm going to add 2 small raindrop crystals either side. Oh no, I'm not. First I'm going to pop a round flat back underneath those raindrops where they stick up, because they're on a curved surface obviously and they are flat, so you're going to have a little bit of raised edge, so tuck something underneath and that will stop it catching on your clothes and stuff like that. Just like that. So you just tuck it on the side. Beautiful. And then let that dry, because you don't want to touch it with top coat until all that glue is fully dry. So I'm going to go on now and top coat the others. So let's top coat that index finger. I'm using Nailmate Super Gloss. Just look at that bling come through. Oh my God, girl, it's so beautiful. Stunning. I am utterly in love with these. And then that beautiful Glacia nail. So sparkly. There's so much going on this set. You wouldn't, need to do this on a standard set. This is like everything that you could chuck at it. And here's the finished set. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you would like to try something like this. Give it a go. And if you do, tag me. Add me on social media. Tag me. I will repost you on my Instagram. I want to see your work. I'll see you in my next video. Tally bye.